How's it going? Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Sorry, we're a little bit late. Took a coughing, sneezing fit, sorry. So, plan for today is we've got one more hunt down here. I think it said it was over in Malud. And we've got 2 missions left to do. Let's get them done. Okie dokie. Yeah, I feel highly congested today, guys. Don't know what it is.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
Okie dokie. The old bookman. So skip to him. La 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 la. Anyway.
Lawsman Hippocrates. I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government.
That's the thing.
Alas,
Dion just
our
becomes
time
emperor
together was
at the end of
cut
it all.
short when Dion
It's
left
like
to
the
join
best
the
thing
dragoons.
because he seems like a nice guy.
His study is
you
no
know?
longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting, not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer.
He wants to help him take the burden from what he did.
That I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail.
Well, no, we meant
Apothecaries
we'll
across
go and
the
tell
ages agree
Dion that you're
even
sorry.
to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color.
Okie dokie.
There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
Don't tell us what to be. Do whatever we want. If we want to be reckless and endangered, we'll do that. Okie dokie. Ah, over here. Well, if we're doing that, we might as well run through this area, see if we can find the last hunt. Because I said it was somewhere over here. I think it's that, guys. The big creature. That isn't normally there. Yep, this is it. Look at it. This is gonna be fun. So cool. Let's do this thing.
Another of the royalist guard dogs. Quite a specimen of these too. Over here!
Ow, dude. I wanted to freeze you. Okay, I think we now got used to its moves. Nope. Okay, it's in freeze. Yeah, work the butt, work the butt, work the butt. Okie dokie. Keep getting me to jump down. Okay, we've got this.
I needed that.
closer. Nice. Nice.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
Okie dokie. Down there.
Come on. Faster!
My assumption is we're gonna have to fight a wyvern.
Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
I think anything except for super elite type creatures, that just completely melts.
Here they are. enough for a bunch.
Okay, hand this to Old Book Man.
Oarsman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
Oh, was that a
no
ruse?
trouble. I'll go and fetch
Might have
him.
just been a ruse so we could get that.
Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
Now. It is time, then.
No, only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates. No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives.
Haven't we all?
And ruined countless more.
Again, haven't we all?
All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself, and to him, how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
There's the flower.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom,
That must be the
difference is
flower that he
immediately
had.
apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
No, you better return and get the gift. He's upset the old man.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost.
A million gil? I really want a million gil.
I shall not forget this.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T.
Wait, are you saying his garden's awful? That's where we get our fruit from.
When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient.
Oh, you're not going to hug us, are you, old man?
What's this?
A million gil?
A stolas quill.
It's not a million
Or more
gil.
precisely, my stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
Nice. Reduces Giga Flare cooldown by 6 seconds. Ooh, cool. Talk about potions.
Still alive, are you? Go on, then. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. Is that all?
So, will it be? That it? Fine.
First the skies, then the crystal. What next? The act of Great Krieger herself.
This is it.
Indeed. You're wrong.
Of course.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will.
Excellent. Did he leave it all to me or to you? Well,
His
probably to
will?
you. You're the Phoenix.
How and where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but would you join me?
Of course.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
Yeah, because it would be great if our father left us a million gil. I'm going to assume this is just going to be a cinematic one.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, you found a letter from Father.
Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
I know that I ask much of you in this coming war, but I see no other way to secure the future of our duchy and our family. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of the Blight still looms, and only with all Rosaria striving as one might we last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way, it shall likely fall upon you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and the faith that I hold for both of you. Your father, scribbly name. Okie dokie.
An inheritance.
It
Million
would
gil.
seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, your grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development
That's everything
of
we've been doing.
non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the Twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
A million gil?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord.
No, you
After
explain,
all,
then we won't
the
be
duties
surprised.
entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it, at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril.
That's supposed to mean something.
Shall we then?
Okay, where's the archive? Ah, just there. That's fine then.
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude.
Now, give us
Your
that
service
gift.
to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more?
No, perhaps you can give us a
What
gift.
exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both.
That it?
Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress.
Well, we'll go finish them.
But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more.
Right.
than for you
Look
to
at that.
do
She's trying to
so.
guilt us into doing it.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your
Loves the
father
guilt trip.
proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else? Titan's Wake.
Okie dokie.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
There it is. For House Rossfield.
And we didn't get the rotation right on this one because we hadn't built up our shooting. But you know. Dude. Man, this griffin. Hello, Scratchy. Nice.
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Godotha will know.
Dude, we have to actually walk to her. So.
Here, take a look at my wares. Anything else? Of course. Take care.
Okie dokie.
Oh, thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
Yes. This radiant luster, like frozen flame. It is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your Grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Godotha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith. The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all.
Yeah, considering they were left to
Heartstone
us
is
in our
harder and
father's
more
will.
enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. and the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms, only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
So you stole them and got caught. Got ya.
You did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
We're assuming she's telling the truth.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us. For giving my service meaning.
Okie dokie.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Shall we pay Father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, Cyril. Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
No, all the way down there. Okie dokie. Yep, that'd be the easiest one to go from.
Yeah! Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies. Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
It's just back there.
Okie dokie.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us. As we follow
I mean,
your
Joshua's got a new
footsteps.
helmet. It's only fitting because we're wearing our dad's armor.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Nice. Joining hands with Joshua. Joshua joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for... Oh, cool. Oh, look, there's another quest. We're here. Dad's helmet. Concerns for Jill. Her icon bore her much suffering. The loss of Shiva weighs heavily on her heart, and we would be poor friends indeed if we not seek to lighten the burden, even but only a fraction. Before we depart for the sky, and let's go speak to her. Okay.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Or Clive. Joshua's worried. You can go speak to him. Or you can just speak to Jill. I mean, she's right there.
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her. Now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we...
I mean, don't get used to reminiscing, but it's supposed to be about Jill.
It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
Okie dokie. Oh, they'll be right next to the fast travel point. That's fine.
This is the place, but...
No daisies.
I'm sorry, Clive.
There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of.
We'll go speak to old Bookman. He'll know.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone in the backyard? To the hideaway, then.
They're not old Bookman. Ah, the garden people. I would have asked old Bookman. I meant, here, Bookman. Snow daisies where? Tell me now.
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
To what do I owe the honor? Not saying Fornian, do you? That it? Fine.
Say what you will. This should tide us over until the new moon.
Okie dokie.
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start.
Already been there.
There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
So we have to go to the Royal Meadows.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilefeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Okie dokie. Around there. I think we fought something around there the other day.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Those things didn't fight like men.
Okie dokie.
Yeah!
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Right there.
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
We start right where the coastline. Okay, over here. Doggos.
I do. Flowers and our friends.
Good. Where's the boy?
See, boy.
Oh, let's come here for the daisies.
Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
Okay, we're figuring out something, guys. I'm not to get hit by the club. I wanted to freeze him. Let me freeze you. Liquefy this one before the other things get over to us. I thought they were going to be closer. Nice.
That was harder than I expected.
No, it wasn't.
But Founder, it was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
But I knew he was going to be a third wheel, so he's just stepping to the side.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
Didn't even wait for an answer. How do you fancy a trip and just leave?
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them.
Especially you're going to say she wanted to marry Clive.
I felt so trapped. So lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling. Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
Shower, brush your teeth, and have a pee. That's what everyone does in the morning, mate.
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there, I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
House, picket fence, couple of kids and Torgum.
Don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
Nah.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure. We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
That was a nice quest. Ending with them two hugging and embracing in the daisies. Doing hands with Jill. Jill is now a party member. Oh, cool. Echoes of Fallen questline. A new questline, Echoes of Fallen, is now available. Speak to Karen. The Rising Tide questline is now available. Read it at the table. Ooh, nice. I think that's the 2 DLCs. That must mean that we've got everything else done. By that, which I think is endgame, and the DLCs. So we'll head back here. There. Looks like we're one thing missing. That must be for end game. After you beat the last boss, maybe that appears there. Okie dokie. Well, I think that, guys, is the perfect place to end tonight's stream. When we come back, DLC time. I'd like to say thanks everyone for coming along and keeping me company, because the content we create on these channels are only possible thanks to you watching along at home. It's very much appreciated. Thank you for your time. Well, hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye, and stay safe.